Hello, Orange Cat here. We're gonna look at Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, Specialty Cases, where I look a bit more in depth into the game. We're gonna look at John's diary, Collectibles Visions of the Past. This is part of a case where you go to specific places in Cordona where Sherlock used to play when he was younger. Yeah, the first one, Pirate Memory. A vast yea, and listen close to the tale of shipwreck and skullduggery. During our first weeks on Condona, Sherlock and I found an old shipwreck on the coast of Old City. With some sweat and supplies, she became a mighty pirate vessel, the Arabella, fared across the seven seas. Oh, what a mighty ship she was! Sails of the finest fractal bed linen, a helm fit for a king, or at least Captain Holmes. Sir Arabella gave no quarter, or so we thought. A couple of weeks later we found we were chased off some real sulky bullies. Their scruffy dog of a leader, Dudley, was a right terror. Our cannon failed us and we turned tail and ran. Sherry nearly gave up, but I found a small grotto nearby. It took some convincing, but we made ourselves a handsome ship there, and before long Sherlock got his sea legs back. We plundered the helm of our old vessel and made a sail out of those scallywags' clothes. I heard they got a spanking from the mother for losing their shirts. And finally we gave the ship a name, Themis. Police Station Memory. Back when we were kids, Sherry and I had a friend named Matthias. He was a wild child, brought up by a single mother who could barely keep up with his rebellious spirit. One day he was arrested by the police for playing a joke on Chief Inspector Mitchell. Officer Placido, the man that caught Matthias, wanted to put him to work in the board for his crime, but his boss was of a different mind. After spending some time with the boy in an interrogation room, Michelle got him to confess to all possible sins and locked him up in Gaul's cell for good. Sherlock and I tried to break Matthias out of his hold, managed to steal the keys and sneak to the cell of a friend, but we were too late. He was bruised, battered, and could barely speak, let alone walk. That police officer caught us in the cell, but seemed sympathetic. He let us go, and we left Matthias there. Sherlock took a photo of the cell, so we would never forget what happened. A scandal in Silverton. Many of you, dear readers, are familiar with our proud military force. How far and wide their victories, how safe we feel under their protection. But what if we told you that here on Cordona corruption festers within our distinguished marines? That for years they have turned a blind eye to smugglers and slaves and got rich while others suffered? A decade-long investigation has uncovered this seemingly unthinkable truth, and after careful consideration of the facts of the follow, no reasonable man could conclude otherwise. Let us start at the end. Written by John in actor Jacobson's stead. Breaking news memory. One day we were looking for a can of paint for a pirate ship. Sherlock and I spotted a journalist on the run. We followed him, sensing an adventure, and watched as he was cornered by two marines disguised as commoners. They argued, and the military man demanded something. A moment later they pushed the reporter off the cliff and then fled. I must admit I was shocked. Sherlock, as expected, kept his cool. He froze for a few moments, staring at the dead man, and silently walked away, gesturing that I follow. Brown algae, he said, hurrying towards the shore. Have you seen it, John? Must be somewhere nearby. I didn't understand what he meant, but some minutes later we were already pulling a suitcase out of the water. He explained that the dead man's boots were wet, and there was a piece of brown algae on his breeches. Apparently that was all he needed to locate the item. Inside the suitcase were papers compromising a decade-long investigation that explored the corruption in Cordona's military. It was immediately apparent that the journalist, Hector Jacobson, had been killed because of what he had found. Together we snuck into the Cordona Chronicle and wrote an article that exposed everything, so that his death was not in vain. The Hound. Our brave canine companion Toby. So yeah, those are all visions of the past, which is part of one in-game case where you explore more of Sherlock's memory. Yeah, thank you for watching, follow, subscribe. Wish you all well and see you in the next video.